Tonight's lesson centers around the fact that the church is not about Jesus anymore. Um, Everything that people are flocking to is less and less about Jesus. And so tonight I wanted to cover this topic. It's all about Jesus. So when you think about the Bible, um, you first want to understand, uh, even though the Old Testament talks about other things, the New Testament talks about other things, they're all talking about Jesus. It all points to Jesus. And so tonight, from Colossians chapter 1, verse 15 through 23, I wanted to walk us through a lesson. We open tonight with a good analogy. Of grape juice. I remember years ago when we would get grape juice through commodities, and we oftentimes didn't have the luxury of refrigerating it. But if you open that can, um, it, it 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 was consecrated, and if you try to drink it straight from the can, you might have a hard time swallowing it. So tonight, when we look at this particular text, it's a hard text, but if you understand it from the standpoint of how to take your time with it, um, you should be able to swallow it. So the reason we're covering this passage is that in the next few verses, it's going to introduce us to several of the major themes about Jesus that we'll be exploring in our journey throughout the whole Bible. Again, the whole Bible points to Christ. The book of Colossians was written by the Apostle Paul to counteract the impact some false teachers were having on the new believers in the city of Colossee.